announcement or put it up as a picture, and let's make sure that we get people there. Pass the mod mic right back over to Coach Corn. Good morning, Coach Corn. Happy Motivating Monday.
Good morning, breakfast buddies. How are y'all? Hey, so yeah, Dawn, that's interesting that you brought that up. If you refresh your screen, just grab like anybody's face there, drag down and reset. I did see that little box picture that you explained so well on Google. So I found that potential, action, results, and belief and attitude was what they had in your certainty box. But I love the way that you explained, just like Michelle was saying, like you have a way to like the beginning of this call not knowing how I was going to explain what I was going to talk about today, and then the way you just explained that box and what certainty really was lines up perfectly for what I was going to share today. So it's Michelle was talking about safety, and I think it's even kind of about taking risks for me, especially calculated risks, not taking, not saying yes to everything, but really being open to look at everything. And again, I'm talking from my perspective, looking at everything that's coming across my desk. And if it looks like it lines up with my bigger world and my bigger picture that I'm trying to create or working on, and it coming to that certainty, if I can pull this together and make sense, taking risks. So one of the things that I mentioned on a call a while back is I haven't experienced that millionaire life yet, where there's $1 million sitting in my bank. I've hit the 400, 450, hitting sales close to $1 million, but we're talking about net and lifestyle and supporting everything. So I've never really experienced the $1 million lifestyle. I've experienced a $400,000 lifestyle, which is pretty dang good. Yet, I think if I tell people some of the things that I've done in my journey, like right now, taking risk, recently bought a condo down on Country Club Plaza, downtown Kansas City, where all the outdoor shops are and all the lights come on at Christmas time. I mean, if you just Google Country Club Plaza, Kansas City, it's gorgeous. It thanks or the lights come on in Thanksgiving. It's outdoor shopping. It's like the epitome of, old time walking around with your big winter coats on, doing your Christmas shopping kind of thing. We got a condo 2 blocks off of that now. I live in a lake now where we have a yacht club right across the street. Now, mind you, there are no yachts on our lake, but yet we have a yacht club. So it sounds good. Followed an opportunity that looked like it lined up with where I was headed to help agents grow their business. And now I purchased a Tesla. So I should have my Tesla coming in April, because I'm driving in an hour and a half between an office one day a week. And I thought, man, if I had a Tesla, I could really focus on calls and cut down on gas and all that other stuff. So, and now we've got an opportunity showing up where my wife may take a job in Florida. So we might even have another property in Florida. Now, with all that being said, it's taken a little bit of risk, or I would say calculated risk, to actually pull the trigger and do these things. And with Airbnbs and Turo to rent the car out and all this other stuff, there's income opportunities, and it's all on that path. What is my maximum potential? It is way beyond $1 million, and I'm just putting the things in place that where we come back to igniting that, it's pushing me towards those things rather than just waiting for them to show up. I don't know if all that makes sense, but hopefully that spoke to somebody today.
Love that, man. That was awesome. Really crystal clear, actually. And love. Congratulations on the new Tesla. Of course, they're fun cars, and I love that you said Turo. It's like I don't know if people think like that, but it's really interesting to see what assets you can own today that people are paying big bucks and renting and leaving us with the option of using them for ourselves. The cars, of course, houses, Airbnb, the those kinds of assets are really interesting because we can people are so into the lifestyle these days that is something that is really playing out and having powerful implications financially. But what's also fun is we get the assets. So don't be afraid to do something like that. Of course, what motivates you, and maybe it is a car or something. And by the way, glad that you mentioned the money in the bank, and not that this room has ever been about money. That has been probably one of the last things we really get into unless we're talking about overcoming our money mindset, and we might be dealing with that. But the reality is that there are so many rooms in here where they're talking about becoming millionaires, and it's so rampant, and it's led by a bunch of people who've never experienced it for the most part, and so that really is a place where we got to get solid and say, how are we taking care of our finances and really growing into that, because it's gonna stimulate us. And what also starts to happen if we stop having to take care of ourselves, we start thinking more about others, and that sometimes takes that self preservation, or where our basics are taken care of, then we can start focusing on others. And for a lot of us, we end up in that place where we're so busy taking care of our existence that we can't think of others, and we wonder why the world's not maybe giving as much as they could. So Michelle, let's head over to Elise, and then Zizi. I'm going to step out for just a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
And also, I have got Greg Walker in the house, and Greg, I know sometimes cannot stay, so I just wanted to quickly, before we go to Elise, Greg, to find out if you have anything to add on this, because I know sometimes time is an issue for you, or if you want to hang back. Mr. Walker.
What's up, family? Great to hear it.
It's been forever.
The big dreamer, man. Good to see
you.
Listen, I miss all of you guys so much now. McKenna and I had lunch a couple months ago here in Columbus when she was here for volleyball, and
you lucky dogs.
That probably made my year, because I think she's such a beautiful person, not just on the outside, but it's the inside, and the message that she can change a woman's life and even a man's life, because I know men who, if they lose their hair for whatever reason, they get so depressed. But McKenna, she has this, when she walked into that restaurant downtown Columbus, you could just feel